Hello there. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Kind of excited. I haven't been on camera probably for about 6 months or so. So I'm kind of excited to be back at it. And today I'm here to share with you a quick presentation and a little tutorial, if you will, about the cycles of the moon. So we're going to gently explore the four main cycles of the moon and how you can begin to work with them in a way that feels supportive, intuitive, and aligned with how you want to live your life. As a coach, that is my main goal is to help you develop your intuition, live mindfully, and really get aligned with your purpose and what you want to do. And the four phases, main phases of the moon are a very, very good way for you to gently begin that process. So I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen here so that you can see this. Okay, there we go. And present mode, perfect. Okay, so we're going to walk through each of the phases, the four main phases, as I said. Remember that the moon isn't just something that's beautiful that we look at, especially on a beautiful, clear night. If it's full or even when it's at its crescent, first or last quarter, it's so beautiful to look at. But it is also something that we feel. We feel it deep inside. And when you start to move with the rhythm of the moon, things are going to begin to fall into place for you and really soften. So we're going to start with basically talking about how each of these phases flow together. So when you work with them, again, there's going to be a lot of grounding going on. There's going to be a lot of alignment happening in your life. And there's certainly going to be more energy and more flow, which is great because then you can take those goals that you make and really get started with them. It's a very, very interesting process. So the beginning is our new moon. So this is our reset point. This is our time when we pause, we reflect, and we begin to plant new intentions. Okay. This is not about doing anything. This is about becoming truly clear on what you want to do. So, a simple practice to do during the new moon is to close your eyes, take some deep breaths, and ask yourself, what am I ready to call in? What am I ready to call in? Sit with that for a moment and then write down two or three intentions. Keep it simple, but keep it honest. Okay, very simple. Next, we move on to the first quarter. So, this is when everything is going to start to happen. Okay, your intentions that you just set during the new moon cycle are asking for movement, they're asking to go forward. This phase can also feel just a little bit uncomfortable because this is where the growth is starting and change growth is can be a little scary and a little hard to get adjusted to. So what you can do here is just take one small aligned action towards one of your intentions. Nothing has to be perfect, just intentional. So look back on the intentions that you set for the new moon and pick one of them. If you want to go crazy, pick them all and take one small aligned action to make that intention go forth. So next we have the full moon. And the full moon is my favorite phase, actually. And, this is the peak of the lunar cycle. It's the moment of clarity. It's when emotions may feel very heightened. You've probably heard people joke, oh, it must be a full moon tonight. And there's a little bit of truth to that. There's a little bit of heightened activity, and that's okay. If your emotions are high during this time, that is okay. Sit with them, honor them, and understand them. But this is where you see what has been working and what hasn't. So, your small practice for the full moon is to ask yourself, what am I ready to let go of? What am I ready to let go of? Write it down. Write whatever it is that you want to let go of down and then release it. And good ways to release things like this, tear up the page, bury it in your backyard, or just burn it safely, very safely. And to me, the burning of something that I want to release is very powerful, because I basically see in the smoke that's coming up that which I don't need in my life anymore is going away, and it's fading away. So you can also just let it go with your breath, and you can say quietly to yourself, I release this, or I release what no longer serves me. So now we have the last main phase, which is the last quarter. This is your sacred exhale. This is another time to begin to slow down, reflect, and integrate what you've learned. So give yourself permission during the last quarter phase to just rest. Think about what you've been doing the last few weeks, and then journal by asking yourself, what did this cycle teach me? What have I learned since I started with the new moon? And what have I done? What have I accomplished? And how am I going to integrate that going into the next phase? Integration and realignment and rest. So you don't have to do anything perfectly. You need to remember that this is not something that has to be absolutely perfect. You don't have to follow every single ritual. You don't have to do every single thing. On the new moon, I've got to do this, and the full moon, I have to do this. This is something that you want to gently guide yourself into, okay? If you feel like you're rushing it, or you're doing things that you feel like you have to do, like checking off a list, it's not really going to work with your energy. This is about building a relationship with the moon and with yourself, so that you can live more mindfully, you can live more intuitively, and more aligned with what you truly want to do. So start small, stay curious, continue to learn. You can always reach out to me if you want to learn more, and let the moon truly support you. Let it really hold you. Let it be there for you to help you achieve your goals and intentions. So if you follow me on social media, you know that I have many meditations around the moon cycles, and I intend to be putting these together. And I'm just going to stop sharing my screen here. You know how to reach out to me if you want to learn more. There. Okay, cool. Sorry, something just popped up on my computer and I wasn't sure what that meant. So I'm working on the Mindful Soul Collective, which is the set of meditations that cover mindfulness, any kind of topic that you would like. And we have the moon and zodiac meditations going on too. So please stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. And again, if you have any questions, please reach out, follow me on social media, and we will be doing a little more deeper work with the moon later this month. Take care. Thank you.